Strange Block Beats.
If I had to look you in the eyes, I don't think I could handle it. Tryna ask for it. It's not about me or my pride. I'm just tryna abandon it. Can't take a risk. Hands and knees shaking, voice nearly breaking, calling out your name. You know my heart and it's tearing me apart. I just hope you understand. Gotta fight myself each and every day. I keep getting in my own way. So if I fall before I'm taken, will you pick me up and tell me you gon' make it out? Tell me you gon' make it out. Tell me you gon' make it out. looking back, that's my old ways. I'll be moving on like a drag race. Take my hand, show me where the pathway. Like myself each and every day. I keep getting in my own way. So if I fall before I'm taken, will you pick me up and tell me you gon' make it out? Tell me you gon' make it out. Tell me you gon' make it out. Tell me you gon' make it out. You gon' make it out. Yeah, you gon' make it out. Father, can you please give me out? You gon' make it out. Can you hear me, Spirit of me? You gon' make it out. Can you please give me out? You gon' make it out. 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 You gon' make it out.
Hey, big salute, family. It's your brother K. Judah, giving all praise to the Most High Yah and faith in Yahshua HaMashiach. To the Israelite family worldwide, I say peace and blessings. I say big salute to the CUC family, the FOPE family, and the ADUIC family, and all my beloved brothers and sisters in the chat. Let me say this. I keep my ear to the YouTube streets, and there's a challenge going around. Can anybody prove that we're in the new covenant? Some believe that we're not in the new covenant. Many believe that we are in the new covenant. So instead of me writing a lesson down, I didn't do that today because I want to iron sharpen iron. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just ask questions. I'm going to go to scriptures and we're going to ask questions. Because the Bible say out of the mouth of 2 or 3, let everything be established. So when you hear people saying we're not in this, we're not in that, it has to be established upon the scriptures. It can't be established upon opinions. Opinions mean nothing. When will we as a people realize that the Most High has a strict protocol? He have a way about going about things that he can care less how I feel. He can care less how you feel in the background. He can care less about any of you teachers feel. He don't care about your opinions. He don't care about what's on your mind. He don't care about what you think. He don't care about your private interpretation. He don't care about none of that. The Most High in Yahshua has a strict protocol. When he told Moses, when you build this tabernacle, be admonished that you build it exactly as I told you. That's the same way it go for the scriptures. I wrote it down. I gave it to the prophets. I gave it to my disciples. I gave it to my apostles. And the disciples and the apostles did not deviate from the mission that Yahshua had already started. You won't find one scripture in the Bible that the disciples and the apostles, or the prophets, or Moses, or Abraham, or Jacob, or Isaac deviated from anything that is written in the book. So what make you think you can come out of nowhere, private interpretate, tell me what's on your mind, tell me what you think, things you don't understand y'all speaking on? That means get knowledge first, get understanding, Get wisdom. Then you can feed the sheep. So what I'm going to do, y'all, we're going to go into the Bible. And like I say, I didn't write nothing down. So I'm just doing this off the Spirit of the Most High and Yahshua HaMashiach. So we're going to show and ask questions to see, are we in the new covenant? Because before I get started, let me say this. Just because the Lord make a covenant don't mean everything within the covenant is fulfilled right then and there. Just because the Lord make a covenant don't mean that everything within the covenant is fulfilled right then and there, even though the covenant is in effect. We're going to prove it. We're going to prove it. So let's get it. So what we gonna do, I'm gonna work my way around the scriptures. Please interact with y'all brother in the chat and the people that's in the background. We're gonna iron sharpen iron today. I'm gonna ask questions, and I pray that my family in the chat can participate with me. This is for the nation worldwide because we got to get on one accord. And I'm not talking about we gonna agree on everything because some people just see things differently. But if you just blankly just saying stuff like when y'all say the Most High don't have a son, I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you. I'm not finna waste my time trying to convince you that the Most High have a son and you an Israelite and your eyes supposed to be open and your eyes still closed and you've been doing this for what? Over the last 20 years saying he don't have a son? You think that I can come and change your mind? No, I can't. You've been stuck in this doctrine for 20 years. I'm not going to even waste my time. Soon as you tell me y'all don't have a son, we done talking. I'd rather help somebody who just don't know and say, brother, I just don't know, brother. Can you help me out? But somebody who just telling me, no, he don't got no son, bro, and you trying to argue me that he don't have a son, we done talking. I'm not wasting my time with you. So a lot of these doctrines that y'all been hearing, family, these people been stuck in these doctrines for 20, 30 years. You ain't gonna just change their mind like that, family. So let's go, family. Your brother K. Judah is gonna go to Hebrews chapter 8. Hebrews chapter 8. Watch this, family. Like I said, I'm gonna be asking questions. Please participate with your brother so we can iron sharpen iron. Please. Look out for me, family. This is Hebrews chapter 8, and y'all know I'm not going to add my thoughts. I'm not going to give no private interpretation. I'm going to just read the scriptures and line it up like a puzzle. And we're just going to ask each other questions. If y'all got questions for me, please feel free. Please feel free. So this is Hebrews chapter 8. And let's establish something right off the muscle. All right, this is Hebrews chapter 8, and I'm going to pick it up at verse 1. Hebrews chapter 8, and I'm going to pick it up at verse 1. And it reads, now of these things which we have spoken, this is the sum. We have such an high priest who is set on the right hand of the throne of the majesty in the heavens, a minister of the sanctuary and of the true tabernacle, which the Lord pitched and not man. Because y'all remember, he told Moses, be admonished that you make this tabernacle exactly how I showed you. Why, K. Judah? Because it's a replica of the true tabernacle, which is in heaven. Verse 3, for every high priest is ordained to offer gifts and sacrifice, wherefore it is of necessity that this man have somewhat also to offer. For if he were on earth, he should not be a priest, seeing that there are priests that offer gifts according to the law. What law? What law, family, did these priests offer gifts according to the law? What law is this, family? Can't be the 10 Commandments law, because the priest is not in the covenant on Mount Sinai. Sacrificing animals is not in the covenant on Mount Sinai. So somebody need to answer this for your brother. What did the priests offer according to the law, and what law did they offer these gifts? Thank you. The sacrificial law. So now we getting somewhere. When the Lord made the covenant with Moses on Mount Sinai, and you hear that he wrote it on 2 tables of stones, the reason why it was 2 tables because Moses broke the first one. He didn't write the 10 Commandments on 2 different stones. Moses break the first one, so he had to cut out another stone, and then he wrote the same law on the second stone that Moses cut out. Because at first, the Lord provided everything and wrote boom, 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 all the way down to 10. But then Moses got mad at the children of Israel and break that stone. So the Lord said, Moses, cut out another one, and I'm going to write the same law on that stone. Verse 3 again. For every high priest is ordained to offer gifts and sacrifices. Wherefore it is of necessity that this man have somewhat also to offer. For if he was on earth, he should not be a priest, seeing that there are priests that offer gifts according to the law, who serve unto the example and shadow of heavenly things, as Moses was admonished of Yah when he was about to make the tabernacle. For see, said he, that thou make all things according to the pattern showed unto thee in the mount. But now have he obtained a more excellent ministry, by how much also he's the mediator of a better covenant. Hold up. Hold up. I'm confused. Some are teaching we are not in the new covenant. But this man just said he have a more excellent ministry. He obtained a more excellent ministry, by how much also he's the mediator of a better covenant. Why is he a mediator of a better covenant? Because Moses was the mediator in that time, and the priest stood in the gap for the children of Israel, who played the example of Yahshua HaMashiach, who is the true high priest. Now, by his blood, he have a more excellent ministry. Now he's your mediator of a better covenant. Why a better covenant, K. Judah? Because in the covenant that he made with Moses, it had ordinance, sacrificing animals, cups, spoons, and bowls. But if they would have never sinned against the Lord, you wouldn't have no Levitical priesthood. Why, K. Judah? Because he said, I'm going to make you a kingdom of priests. But because of sin, he separated the Levites to sacrifice and shed blood to make the atonement for sin. If they wouldn't have never sinned, they would have went straight to the land. And you wouldn't have no sacrificial law. You wouldn't have no Levitical priesthood, because you will all be a kingdom of priests. Knowledge. So the Bible just told me in verse 6, but now have he obtained a more excellent ministry, by how much also he's the mediator of a better covenant, which was established upon better promises. What promises could you get from sacrificing bulls and goats? Nothing. It is of none effect. But by the blood of Yahshua HaMashiach, there are better promises, because now you can be redeemed. And now you have the redemption and the adoption through his blood, family. So when you hear people say we're not under the new covenant, that means Yahshua never came. That means Yahshua never shed his blood, because he just said that he is the mediator of a better covenant. But if the covenant has not been made yet, how is he a mediator of it? Verse 7. For if that first covenant had been faultless, then should no place have been sought for the second. I thought he never made it. What was faultless about the covenant? Nothing. The covenant wasn't the problem. Who was the problem, Lord? Let's see. For in that first covenant have been faultless, then should no place have been sought for the second. For finding fault with them, he said, behold, the days come, said the Lord. Well, I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. He's still speaking to them as what? Two split kingdoms. But I'm going to show you that he went all the way beyond this and said the house of Israel. Okay, Judah, I'm not understanding what you're saying, brother. Make it plain. He just said, I'm going to make a covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. But I'm going to show you in Jeremiah 31, when you keep reading down, he didn't speak as them as split no more. He said the house of Israel, meaning all of them as one people. You remember them two sticks? I'm going to make one. He went way beyond the house of Israel and the house of Judah. He spoke to them as one people. I told you, you got to pay attention to every detail and tittle, dot, line, everything. You got to read between the lines, family. Let me finish this. Verse 9. Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt. What covenant did he make with Moses? The covenant that he made with them was on Mount Sinai. He said, I'm not going to make a covenant like that I made with your fathers. So he just told you the covenant is not the problem. What was the problem? Sin, family, the people. So what covenant did he make with them? The 10 Commandments, the law of animal sacrifice, and the Levitical priesthood. That wasn't in the covenant at first when he first gave Moses that law on Mount Sinai. They told Moses, all that the Lord said, we gonna do. But they didn't. So instead of killing them, he put in the law of animal sacrifice, which is actually a law. It's called the law of animal sacrifice, but it could not take away sin. That's why Yahshua just told you a better ministry upon better promises. He's the mediator of a new covenant. But they saying in the YouTube streets that this part haven't happened yet, or this covenant haven't taken place yet. But I'm going to show you that when you make a covenant, don't mean that everything within that covenant has to take place right then and there. I'm going to show you according to the Bible. Verse 9 again, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt, because they continue not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, said the Lord. For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. Oh, what y'all notice? What y'all notice? He didn't say the house of Israel and the house of Judah no more. He said the house of Israel. So we know that the part of the covenant that he's going to make with the house of Israel, meaning the whole nation, where I won't have to teach my brother, that haven't happened yet, because I'm still teaching my brother and my sister, and my sister still teaching her brother and her sister. This part haven't happened yet, but we still in the new covenant. It's just that this part haven't taken place because we still in captivity. And he say that he's going to make it to where you won't have to say know the Lord. They shall all know me. That doesn't mean the covenant is not in effect. That just means we haven't got here yet. What do you mean? Let me keep reading. Verse 10, for this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days. First he just said the house of Israel and Judah. Then he said the house of Israel, because now he went way beyond the split. He's not speaking to them as they are split. He's speaking to them as they have been gathered. And once they get in the land, y'all gonna know me. I'm gonna give all y'all one mind, meaning a circumcised heart. Because right now we got an uncircumcised heart, meaning your mind. Your mind. You gotta circumcise your mind. Right now, our minds are uncircumcised. That's why he gonna give you a mind to know him. Verse 11, and they should not teach every man his neighbor and every man his brother and sister, saying, know the Lord, for they shall all know me from the least to the greatest. That haven't happened yet. Because I'm still on YouTube telling my brothers and my sister, this is the way. No, this the way you should go. No, keep straight, brother. Keep straight, sister. Know the Lord. Know his word. Understand prophecy. Know the signs of the time. But a day gonna come where I won't have to say none of that no more, because he said all y'all gonna know me. So the part of the covenant that this haven't happened yet. But that doesn't mean we are not in the new covenant. Now, y'all heard what he said. He said that he's the mediator of a better covenant, which was established upon better promises. He did not find fault with the covenant. He found fault with the people, right? So watch this. Let me continue to read down, because it's about to make all the sense in the world to show you that we have not got to this place yet. Verse 11 again, and they should not teach every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord, for they shall all know me from the least to the greatest. For I will be merciful to their unrighteousness, and their sins and their iniquities will I remember no more. Our sins are still being remembered right now. That's why we get hit upside the head with a brick shower. So we know we haven't got to this place yet, because when he said the house of Israel, he's talking about when he gathered you. That's when you're going to be the house of Israel, because right now you're the house of Israel and the house of Judah. You still split into two kingdoms. But then he spoke all the way into the future when he said the house of Israel. So he put them two sticks back together. So, okay, Judah, you got to make this make sense, brother. Because in the book of Exodus, chapter 20, when he made the covenant with Moses and the children of Israel, the covenant was not in effect until what, y'all? I want to ask y'all first. When did the covenant take full effect? What did Moses have to do, family, for the covenant in Exodus chapter 20, the law, the covenant? What had to happen for that covenant to be in full effect, family? What had to happen? If anybody knows, please help me out. What had to happen, family? I'm going to wait for my beloved family. What had to happen? I'm going to wait for the family. Let me see if somebody said it. They had to agree. No, it's something that Moses had to do that made the covenant of effect. Without it, it is not established. What did Moses have to do? Thank you. There you go. Let's go, family, to the book of Exodus chapter 24 and verse 8. This is what Moses had to do in order for the covenant to take full effect. So if we are not in the new covenant, Yahshua did not die and come. Because the covenant that was made with Moses and the Israelites did not take full effect until he did this. This is Exodus chapter 24. Exodus 24. And now I'm going to pick it up at verse 1. Exodus 24. And verse 1. The book of Exodus 24 and verse 1. And it reads, and he said unto Moses, come up unto the Lord, thou and Aaron and Nadab and Abihu and 70 of the elders of Israel, and worship ye afar off. And Moses alone should come near the Lord, but they should not come nigh. Neither should the people go up with him. And Moses came and told the people all the words of our Elohim and all the judgments. And all the people answered with one voice and said, all the words which the Elohim have said will we do. And Moses wrote all the words of the Lord and rose up early in the morning and built an altar under the hill and 12 pillars according to the 12 tribes of Israel. And he sent young men of the children of Israel, which offered burnt offering and sacrificed peace offering of oxen unto our Elohim. And Moses took half of the blood. And Moses took half of the blood. And Moses took half of the blood and put it in basins. And half of the blood he sprinkled on the altar. And he took the blood of the covenant. And he took the blood of the covenant. And he took the blood of the covenant. Oh. That's why Yahshua had to die. Yahshua said, drink. This is my blood. Eat. This is my body. This is the blood of the New Testament. Oh, the new covenant. But they say we're not in the new covenant. But when you kept Passover with your disciples on Passover because you was captured that night on Passover, you said out of your own mouth that this is the blood of the New Testament. And if you look up the definition of testament, it means covenant. Covenant. So what Moses had to do again? Verse 7. And he took the book of the covenant. Hold on, verse 6. And Moses took half of the blood and put it in basins, and half of the blood he sprinkled on the altar. And he took the book of the covenant and read in the ordinance of the people. And they said, all that our Elohim have said will we do, and be obedient. And Moses took the blood and sprinkled it on the people and said, behold, the blood of the covenant. But the blood was established by what? Bulls and goats. Bulls and goats, family. Could it redeem you? No. It was a substitute until the real thing come. That covenant did not take full force until Moses sprinkled that blood. And Moses said out of his own mouth, this is the blood of the covenant, which is the first testament. Covenant. Now remember, the covenant that he made with Moses and the children of Israel, he did not make with Abraham. And the covenant that he made with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, he did not make with the children of Israel. So we got a lot of covenants in the Bible that cannot get confused with the covenant. When Yahshua said, this is the testament of the new covenant, meaning his blood, family, because Moses and them covenant was established by the blood of bulls and goats, which is called the law of animal sacrifice. So here go the question. If we are not in the new covenant, Christ would have never said this right here. Let's go, family. Let's get this. Let's get this real quick. We're going to Hebrews. We're going to go to chapter 9. We're going to Hebrews chapter 9, family. Hebrews 9. We're going to Hebrews 9. And I want to open up my window because I want you to see this. I want you to see this, what a testament, the definition of a testament. So let me open up this window real quick. So y'all can see this with your own eyes. What is the definition of a testament? Let's see. And I'm going to read the scripture as I lead this up here, so y'all can see with your own eyes. This is the definition of a testament. It's a covenant and agreement. So the children of Israel and our Elohim had an agreement that they would do everything that he said in the law. Now, I want to say this. The covenant was established by Yahshua HaMashiach, Moses, and the children of Israel because Moses was the mediator. Moses was the only one that Yahshua would listen to, no other person. So Moses stood in the gap for the children of Israel and Yahshua HaMashiach. And once the Levitical priest was chosen, they stood in the gap for the children of Israel and between them and Yahshua HaMashiach. That's why he said the priest they was an example. They was an example until Yahshua came. Because if Yahshua walked the earth, he would not be a priest. Why? Because he come from the tribe of Judah. He come from the tribe of Judah. Even though we know that he's a priest and king. But if he walked the earth, he don't come from Levi. Even though we know that he's a priest way before Levi. He's a king way before David and Saul and Solomon. People just have to read the book. Yahshua was a king from the beginning. That's why when they fired the Lord, what did he tell Samuel? Give them what they asked for. They have rejected me that I should not reign over them. What do a king do? He reigned over his people. So they fired the Lord and they wanted a king that they can see every day. So he gave them what they wanted. That's why we got kings. We didn't supposed to have no kings of flesh and blood. Yahshua was supposed to be our king. When they came out of Egypt, y'all, they were supposed to go straight home to the promised land. And Yahshua was going to look over them and be their king. We were supposed to be a kingdom of priests. I mean, Israel messed up the whole plan of the Lord, y'all. The whole plan that he had got messed up because of disobedience. Disobedience. Okay, Hebrews chapter 9. And I want to get straight to the point, y'all, because if we are not in the new covenant, he would have never said this. Hebrews chapter 9 and verse 16 through 18. You know what? I always like to read verse 1 so we get our foundation. You know, what is going on in the chapter. So let me start at verse 1. This is Hebrews chapter 9 and verse 1. It says, then verily, the first covenant had also ordinances of diverse service and a worldly sanctuary. For there was a tabernacle made the first, wherein was the candlestick and the table and the showbread, which is called the sanctuary. And after the second veil, the tabernacle, which is called the holiest of all. So Aaron only can go in the first holy place. But on the Day of Atonement, he went in the holies of holies only once a year. Why is he doing this? Because we know the Day of Atonement represents when Yahshua shed his blood for us. So you only need to go in the holies of holies once a year. You don't need to go in there all times because you're going to lose your life. That's why the Lord say, tell your brother, when he come in here, I need to hear some pomegranate bail, something. He don't just be sneaking up on me. I kill him. That's what he told Moses. He say, tell your brother to put bells on his clothes so I can know when he coming in. Can't just be sneaking up on me. I need to know who coming in and who going out. That's why I tell people, man, the Lord is serious business. Like stuff like this scare me, man. You mean to tell me this man had to put bells on his clothes so he don't sneak up on you? Man, that's scary, man. That is scary. I can't just come say, how you doing, Lord? Nope. I need to know when you coming in. So now I understand when Esther told her uncle, I can't just go in there before the king. He got a whole lot accepted to me. I can't just walk up on him. Oh, can't just walk up on no king, man. You got to be invited in or you will die. It's some serious stuff. So y'all heard what he just said, right? He said that in verse 1, he say, then verily the first covenant had also ordinances. What do he mean, y'all? The first covenant had the law of animal sacrifice. That's what Moses get the blood for, to sprinkle on the people, on the altar, on the book. He got it from the bloods of bulls and goats. He called this a worldly sanctuary because it's an example of the true tabernacle, which is in heaven, that the Elohim pitch and not man. So jump down now to verse 16 through 18 and listen to this, y'all. Here you go. Verse 16. For where a testament is, meaning a covenant, there must also of necessity be the death of the tester. For a testament, meaning covenant, is of force after men are dead. Otherwise, it is of no strength at all while the tester liveth. So Yahshua had to shed his blood in order for us to be in the New Testament or the new covenant, which is testament. I'm not talking about Matthew, Luke, John, y'all. I'm talking about testament, meaning covenant. Did he die? Yes, he did. Did he shed his blood? Yes, he did. So the testament is a force when he died. So how are we not in the new covenant when this man just said once he died, that's when the New Testament took effect, meaning the new covenant. But they telling y'all we're not in a new covenant. But did Yahshua die is what you need to ask yourself. And if he did die, we're in the new covenant. It's just that everything don't have to be fulfilled right then and there. Can you prove that, K. Judah? I will in a minute. K. Judah, you got to prove that we're in a new covenant, brother. Like, you got to get the words of Yahshua, because Yahshua's words hold more weight than any prophet, any disciple, any apostle. Verse 18. Whereupon neither the first covenant was dedicated without blood. Did you hear that? Neither the first covenant was dedicated without blood. It was dedicated with blood. That's what he's telling you. Neither was the first covenant dedicated without blood. It was dedicated with blood. So if the first covenant was dedicated with blood and Christ died, who is the tester, how are we not in the new covenant and this man died and rose again and shed his blood for the remission of sins and for us to be redeemed and to be adopted back into the fold to our Elohim, which is Yahweh? I need answers, because the Bible says as long as the tester is alive, it don't take effect, which is understandable. If Moses would have never sprinkled that blood on that book, them people, that altar, the covenant would not be in effect. He had to sprinkle blood on it in order for it to be in full effect. Knowledge. So, time out. We got to make this make sense. And I can't see the chat, family, so y'all bear with me. If y'all have any questions, anything y'all want to add, please put it in the chat. And I'll read it. I answer questions. Like I say, we iron sharpen iron, family. So y'all heard it for yourself just now. I didn't make it up. I got it on the screen. Hebrews chapter 9, verse 16 to 18. I'll read it from the screen. It says, King James Dictionary, testament, a covenant and agreement. For where a testament is, there must also of necessity be the death of the tester. For a testament is of force after men are dead. Otherwise, it is of no strength at all while the tester liveth. Whereupon neither the first testament, knowledge. The first testament That's the covenant. The first testament, that you made with Moses and the children of Israel was dedicated without blood. Knowledge. So by y'all saying we're not in the new covenant, Yahshua never died. He never came. Because if he never came, this covenant is of none effect. It is not of force. So yes, you're correct. If you saying that we're not in the new covenant, Yahshua never came. He never died for our sins. He never did, family. Because see, they banking their money on Jeremiah 31:31 on down when he say, I'm gonna put my laws in your inward part. That all should know me from the least to the greatest. Brother, that haven't happened yet. You got to be gathered for that because we still teaching every man his brother. And then you got to pay attention to detail. When he said the house of Israel and the house of Judah, but as you read down, he just said the house of Israel. That meant he went way beyond the split. Way beyond the split. Now the two sticks was back together. And he would not remember your iniquity anymore. That haven't happened yet. Our people still getting disease and high blood pressure and diabetes and having health problems because our sins are still being remembered because we still want to do what we want to do. So our health get plagued, and then we out here still committing sin and wickedness, and you get judgment for that. You get judgment for this. So the Lord still remembering what we doing right now because we in iniquity and sin and captivity. But he said a time gonna come where I'm just gonna give y'all one mind that y'all all gonna know me. Did not Moses pray for that in the book of Jubilee? Did not Moses pray for that? In the Gospel of James. When he said, again, man, please, Lord, don't put them in captivity. Give them a mind that they may know you. Why you won't just give them a mind that they just know you, where they won't sin? This is what he's talking about in the new covenant, which is already established, but this part haven't happened yet. Man, let's go get this out of the mouth of the Lord's mouth. Let me get out of here. Let's get Yahshua saying it out of his own mouth. Okay, here we go. I'm going, family, I'm going to go to Matthew 26:28. I'm going to go there first. Now, remember what we just read, y'all, that a tester or a testament, meaning covenant, is not in force until the tester is dead. It's no different than a will. The will is not in force until after a person dies. That's when they grab the will and say, you get this, you get that, you get this. Not while they're alive, but after they dead. That's when it is in full effect. Let's go to Matthew 26. Matthew 26. And I'm going to pick it up. I just love starting at verse 1. I'm serious, man, because verse 1 is your foundation, family. You know, I just be trying to help our people out, man. I mean, if you want to jump in the middle of verses, you're not going to get understanding, man. Even right now, I really want to just go to verse 28, but it ain't going to make sense to just jump there. Let me just get foundation first. This is Matthew 26 and verse 1. And it came to pass when Yahshua had finished all these sayings, he said unto his disciples, you know that after 2 days is the feast of Passover, and the Son of Man is betrayed to be crucified. Now jump down to verse 17. And it reads, now on the first day of the feast of unleavened bread, the disciples came. Now y'all see, translation error. Why, K. Judah? Passover come first, y'all, not feast of unleavened bread. But this is not a contradiction. It's just a translation error. You see? I'm very cautious to give the gainsayers any room, any rope to go and say, hey, K. Judah say the Lord's word got contradiction. See, that's why we shouldn't read it. No, partner. I didn't read this Bible front and back. All I see is translation errors, not contradictions. I have not found one contradiction. But I'm still looking into this one thing that my sister told me about, and I'm looking into it. But for instance, the Bible said that one of the kings was 8 years old. But you go to Second Chronicle, it say he was 18 years old. Is that a contradiction? Nope. Just a translation error. Translation error. They put Easter in the Bible. We know it's Passover. Is that a contradiction? Nope, because all I got to do is go to Leviticus 23. So scriptures are put in place for us to clean up translation errors. But if the scripture is changed in its totality and it contradicts what Leviticus is saying, now we got a problem. Oh yeah, we got a problem. But I haven't found that in scriptures at all. All right. So we know Passover come first. Verse 17. Now on the first day of the Feast of Unleavened Bread, the disciples came to Yeshua, saying unto him, where would thou that we prepare for thee to eat the Passover? You see? They said Feast of Unleavened Bread, but they asked him where we going to eat the Passover. Because we know Passover come first, then Feast of Unleavened Bread. Verse 18, and he said, go into a city to such a man, and say unto him, the master said, my time is at hand. I will keep the Passover at thy house with my disciples. Jump down to verse 26. And it reads, and as they was eating, Yeshua took bread and blessed it, and brake it, and gave it to the disciples, and said, take, eat, this is my body. And he took the cup, and gave thanks, and gave it to them, saying, drink ye all of it, for this is my blood of the New Testament. And what is a testament, y'all? Covenant. Out of his own mouth, written in red, family. So are we not in the new covenant? Are you saying that Jeremiah 31:31 is a different covenant than the covenant that he didn't already establish upon better promises? Because y'all remember, he just said out of his own mouth, verse 28, for this is my blood of the New Testament, which is shed for many for the remission of sins. The same way that Moses had to sprinkle that blood for the covenant to take force, it's the same way that the tester had to die for this covenant to take force. Knowledge. So this is why the Lord said this, family. Now this, I'm going to get straight to the point because it's just a precept. Hebrews chapter 10. And this is why you said this, Yeshua. It makes sense to me now. Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 9. Hebrews 10 and verse 9. Here you go, y'all. Listen to this. And it reads, then said he, lo, I come to do thy will, O Elohim. He taken away the first. What is the first, y'all? What did he take away? That he may establish the second. But they say we're not under the new covenant. But he just said, I took away the first that I may establish the second. But remember, for finding fault with them, not the covenant that he made with Moses. That wasn't the problem. The people was. So what did he take away, y'all? He said, I take away the first that I may establish the second. What did he take away? Did he take away the law? Or did he take away the sacrificial law? That he may establish the second, which is the testament under his blood, meaning covenant under his blood, not the blood of bulls and goats. I need to read verse 9 again. Then said he, lo, I come to do thy will, O Elohim. He taken away the first, which is the testament, that he may establish the second. What did he establish? The new covenant under his blood. But the brothers are not wrong when they say in Jeremiah 31:31 And also Hebrews 8, they are not wrong when they say, when he say, I will put my laws in their inward part, that they should not have to teach their brother or their sisters to know me. They shall all know me, from the least to the greatest. That's not a lie, because we have not been gathered to a point to where he give us one mind, that we shall all call upon him with one consent. We do not all call upon him with one consent, because some believe he don't have a son. Some believe he do have a son. Some believe just in the New Testament. Some just believe in the Old Testament. Some of us believe in all the Bible. So do y'all see? We're not calling upon him with one consent. It got a lot of false doctrine, a lot of lies, a lot of deception. We're not calling upon him with one consent. So they're not lying that that part has not yet been fulfilled. But to say we're not in the new covenant is wrong. We are in it, just everything has not been fulfilled. It just haven't been fulfilled. Watch this, y'all. Watch this. Let's go to Hebrews chapter 8 and verse 13, another precept. It's going to bag up everything, family. I'm telling you, the Bible is a true book, man. It bags up everything that it needs to bag up. There is no loopholes in the word of our Elohim. It's just loopholes in men's brains. That's the loophole. Because you are not taking time to really study and digest the word. You grab the Bible, you read it for about 6 months, now you teaching people. No, it don't work like that, partner. You got to get true understanding to feed this people. Hebrews chapter 8 and verse 13. Verse 13. In that he said, a new covenant he have made. He gonna make a new covenant he had made. The first old. In that he said, a new covenant he have made, the first old. Now that which decayed and waxed old is ready to vanish away. In that he said, a new covenant he have made, the first old is no more. But that covenant that he made with Moses is still established upon the law. Just not the blood of bulls and goats. Let me say that again for the people in the back. The covenant that he made with Moses and the children of Israel is still established on that same law. Just not the bloods of bulls and goats. Now that same law is under the blood of the Hamashiach. That's why he say a new covenant with the same law that I make. The other one is old and decayed and ready to vanish away, because they had ardent sins and diverse service, which can never take away sins. And what is sin? Transgression of the law. And the wages of sin is what? Death. So if there's no law, you wouldn't die. Because where there's no law, there's no sin. So when Paul say you are not under the law, you are not under the sacrificial law. But then Paul say, do that mean you should sin? God forbid. Why? Because sin is transgression of the law. And the wages of sin is death. So that means sin is still in effect if you break the law. But if you don't have no law, how can you sin? You got to make it make sense, people. Because you Christians always say God done away with the law. He nailed it to the cross. You have been woefully misinformed. He nailed the sacrificial law to the cross, not the commandments, not the royal law, but the sacrificial law. Knowledge not. So now we need to go and show this is what he did on the cross. Let's go to the book of Daniel, and I'm almost done, family. Like I say, I didn't write no scriptures down. It's just the top of my head. We just feeding each other. Now let's go to the book of Daniel so I can show you this is why he caused the sacrifice and oblation to cease. Because these are the ordinances that he's talking about that the priest had to do in the tabernacle. Everything in that tabernacle has a very important meaning. Everything in the tabernacle is a very important meaning. Did you know what the menorah represent? The lighting the candle and keeping it lit. Yahshua is the light of the world. What them 12, what that showbread represent? Yahshua is the bread of life. And also the seven spirits of Yahweh that go to and fro through the earth. Why 7 candle menorah, K. Judah? Why do it need to be lit from one day to the next? Because this Bible is the light of the world. The Bible is the light of the world. And Yahshua is the word made flesh. Let me see what else I want. I told y'all the Spirit is speaking to the nation today, man. Listen to the Lord, man. He's speaking to you, man. Now, let's get another one. This is Mark chapter 14 and verse 24. Then we're going to go back to Jeremiah 31 and 31 because I want to read it again. And then I'm going to show you Abraham's covenant. And I'm going to show you when he made the covenant with Abraham, y'all, everything did not take place right then and there, but the covenant was in full force. Let me say that again. I'm going to show you the covenant that he made with Abraham. Everything within it did not take place right then and there, but the covenant was in full force. This is Mark chapter 14 and verse 24. Mark chapter 14 and verse 24. This is out of the mouth of Yahshua, y'all. This is out of the mouth of Yahshua. Let's see what he say. I'll pick it up at verse 22 so it can make sense to you. Mark chapter 14, verse 24. And he said unto them, this is my blood of the New Testament, New Covenant. This is my blood of the New Covenant, New Testament. He's not talking about Mark, Luke, John, family. A testament is a covenant. He said, this is the blood of the New Testament, which is shed for many. Did not he shed it? So how are we not in the New Testament? Because if he didn't shed it, then we're not in the New Testament, meaning New Covenant. I need to read that again for the people in the back. Verse 24. And he said unto them, this is my blood of the New Testament, which is shed for many. There you go, family. Now let's go back to Jeremiah 31:31. Because now we didn't got a plethora of scriptures. Okay. Let's go, family. To Hebrews chapter 13 and 20. One more precept, and then I'm going to Jeremiah 31:31. So this is Hebrews chapter 13, verse 20. Some just hit me in my spirit. Let me get this so it can make more sense to you. That this is the covenant that he made with our ancestors. Then I got to go to Daniel, because I got to show you the sacrifice and oblations was the sacrificial law that he got rid of. That's why he said it is done. Why did Christ say it is done? What was done? What was done? When he died and shed that blood, he said it is done. What was done? The sacrifice and oblation. He caused it to cease, family. It is done. That's why the veil of the temple was rent from the top to the bottom. There is nowhere to sprinkle the blood. Where did the priest sprinkle the blood? Towards the veil. How many times? 7 times. When that veil rent, where they going to sprinkle it at now? Nowhere. But I want you to know this. Don't think the priest not coming back now. You better go read Ezekiel chapter 44. The sons of Zadok, who did not go astray when the children of Israel went left. He said, they shall come before me and shall offer the fat. Why, K. Judah? Because in Christ's kingdom, you're still going to have flesh and blood people. And what do Passover represent? Passing over sin. So people still going to be doing things they shouldn't be doing, family. That's why he's setting up the sons of Sadoc to still do sacrifice and oblation. But that's when he sit in his temple in Jerusalem, which is Zion. Read Ezekiel 44. You will understand what I'm saying. Hebrews 13 and verse 20. Hebrews 13 and verse 20. Hebrews 13 and verse 20. And it reads, now the Elohim of peace that brought again from the dead our Lord Yahshua HaMashiach, the great shepherd of the sheep, through the blood of the everlasting covenant, through the blood of the everlasting covenant, through the blood of the everlasting covenant. Come on now. How we not in the new covenant, man? Make it make sense. Come on. We're in the new covenant, y'all. Let's go to Jeremiah 31:31. Then I'm almost done. And then I'm going to go to Daniel and show y'all that the sacrifice and oblation did cease. And it was prophesied all the way in the book of Daniel. Jeremiah 31 and 31. Jeremiah 31 and verse 31. Now watch how he speak to them as a split. But then he went into the future where they was all one people. That's why he said the house of Israel and the house of Judah. But then as you keep reading down, he said the house of Israel. Oh, you didn't speak to them as a split no more because you went way beyond the split into the future when the two sticks was together. That's why you spoke like that. Verse 31. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break. What covenant did they break, y'all? The 10 commandments. Y'all remember? Moses got mad at them and broke the law because they was down there having fun and partying over a calf. And they ain't the only time they broke the covenant. I mean, they just, man, family. Our ancestor was something else, man. For real. When you read these scriptures, man, this was a stiff-necked people, man. I mean, hard-headed, man. Just doing what they want to do. And we all have been hard-headed. But, man, a lot of us didn't do a lot of stuff our ancestors didn't done. I'm just keeping it real. We little babies compared to them. I mean, a lot of us ain't worship no other God. I ain't never bowed the knee to no other God. I ain't never bowed the knee to no celebrity. I don't worship man. I ain't looked at white Jesus as my God, even though it was seared in all of our mind. I knew something wasn't right, though. I'm black. Everybody in the house look like me, but then this man peck of wood on the wall. Come on now. Do that make any sense? Everybody in the house look like me, but then we got this blue eye, blonde hair, kid rock and roll band drums player on the wall. I thought they were quite goofy. It didn't make no sense to me. Verse 32, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break, although I was a husband unto them, said the Lord. But this should be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days. With the house of Israel, oh, you say the house of Israel. But at the top, you say the house of Israel and Judah. But in verse 33, you say, but this should be my covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. Oh, so you went way into the future. After those days, said the Lord, I will put my law in their inward parts and write them in their hearts, meaning your mind. And I will be their God, and they should be my people. This part right here, family, listen to what he just said. He's going to put his law in our minds, right? Why is he doing this, man? Verse 34, and they should teach no more every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord, for they shall all know me, from the least of them unto the greatest of them. There you go. This part haven't happened yet in the covenant. That's why he say after those days. After what days? That we are gathered as a people. That's why he said the house of Israel, because we was together at that time. In verse 31, he spoke to us as a split in captivity. After those days, I'm going to, make a covenant with you. But then in verse 33, oh, I'm going to do this for the house of Israel after those days. After what day? After the days that I gather you. I'm going to be your power. You're going to be my people. I'm going to put my law in your mind and your inward part. You're not going to sin against me because you all going to know me from the least unto the greatest. And I'm not going to remember your sins no more. Now, y'all know this cannot be talking about right now. This got to be talking about the future. Because if we do something right now, we getting hit upside the head with some bricks. So let me see. Let's go to the book of Daniel, and I think that'll be it for me, y'all. If y'all got any questions, I answer y'all questions, and I answer y'all questions. The Most High sounds like a narcissist according to the Bible. Love me or else is a crazy. Man, I'm not gonna need much respond to that because I don't even know what you're trying to say. The Most High sound like a narcissist. Well, we know you don't got no understanding because you ain't reading the Bible for yourself, because the Most High is not a narcissist. The Most High is loving, he's kind, he's merciful. But if you make him mad, you better get out the way. So don't get mad at the Most High for the wrong things that people do. He is not a narcissist. And if you think he's a narcissist, you might as well just exit the building. I don't be understanding that. Why be here if you think he's a narcissist? Just go. You ain't got to tell us what's on your mind because we don't care over here. I most certainly don't. I don't care. All right, family, let's go to Daniel's. I never go somewhere where I don't agree with what's being said, family. I'm going to only go where I can agree. And even if me and my brother may not agree, we're going to talk like men. And if we still can't agree, we just going to leave it alone. But I'm not going nowhere where I, in my spirit is not right. I don't want to hear nothing a person got to say if my spirit is not feeling it. I won't even come in your company. What I'm going to do that for? I'm wasting my time. And I'm trying to tell you what's on my mind, man. I'm finna explain myself to no man. The Bible is a true book is all I'm going to say. And if you don't believe it, you don't believe it. You're in the wrong building. It's called exit. It's right there. Look, just look up. You will see some lights. It say exit. See you. The book of Daniel, and this will be last, family. And then if y'all got any questions, I answer y'all questions. They love coming to my channel, boy. I'm talking about telling me what's on their mind, trolling. And I don't care what's on your mind. Especially when you're trying to disregard my father and his son. Man, you wasted your time talking to a person like me. I'm serious. And I don't like men who talk too much anyway. Like, it irritates me. A man just talking for no reason. Have something to say, please. Can't stand a Negro just talking, man. Man, you hurt my head, bro. The book of Daniel, chapter 9, and this will be last, man. I think we done proved enough about the covenant. I think the Most High and Yahshua did their job like they always do according to their word, and they proved that we're in a new covenant. But, oh, my bad. I got to prove the Abraham thing so I can show y'all this picture of Abraham, and then I'll be done. So I'm going to go to Daniel, then I'm going to deal with Abraham, then I'll be done. Okay, this is the book of Daniel, chapter 9. Anybody with common sense know the Most High is not a narcissist. The Most High loves his daughters and his sons. This man is very merciful. This man ain't even judge us according to our sins. That's love right there. Because we all deserve a brick shower. Let's just keep it real. I know I do. But he spared me many times in life, and I got my mind right. So I didn't want that brick shower because I received a couple brick showers. But he spared me. And I love him for that, because he didn't judge me according to my ways. All right, family. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 9 and verse 27. And he shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week. And the covenant that Yahshua is confirming is the covenant made with Abraham, that in thy seed shall all nations be blessed. Okay. And he shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week. And that week is that he was supposed to teach for 7 years, but he was cut off in the midst of the week. And if you don't believe that a week can go to 7 years, go read what Jacob did for Rachel. Laban told Jacob fulfill her week. And how long did he work? 7 years. And he shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week. And in the midst of the week, in the middle of the week, he shall cause the sacrifice and oblation to cease. How did he do it? Let's go to Matthew 27. I'll show y'all Abraham, and I'm gone. And if y'all got any questions, please don't be afraid to ask questions, even if you disagree with your brother. I'm not one of them Negroes who get mad when people disagree with me. That's how you feed each other, and iron sharpen iron, man. I never tell my people, man, don't be asking me no questions. I shouldn't be up here teaching then if y'all can't ask no questions. Matthew 27 and verse 50 and 51. Matthew 27 and verse 50 and 51. And this how he caused the sacrifice and oblation to cease, family. This is how he caused the sacrifice and oblation to cease, family. Here you go. Matthew 27 and verse 50 and 51. And it reads, Yahshua, when he had cried again with a loud voice, yielded up the ghost. And behold, the veil of the temple was rent in twain from the top to the bottom, and the earth did quake, and the rocks rent. That's how he caused the sacrifice and oblation to cease. When the veil was rent in twain from the top to the bottom, there is nowhere to sprinkle the blood of bulls and goats. Knowledge. Let's go to Abraham. And let me get this on the screen, and this will be it. I got to show y'all this picture to prove to y'all that he made the covenant with Abraham, but everything wasn't fulfilled right then and there. It took time to get to everything being fulfilled. So look, I want you to see that I created this little chart. Okay. I created this chart. Let me bring it in a little bit. Okay, there you go. Now I want y'all to look at this chart. This is the covenant he made with Abraham, right? Now let's go to Genesis 17, and this will be last. Genesis 17, and this will be last. What did he tell Abraham? We gotta read this so we can see. What did he tell Abraham? Hey, don't forget tonight, my brother Yavin is going live on Naphtali's platform. Naphtali's New School of Thought. Yavin will be live on Naphtali's platform tonight. Please come show some support to my sister Naphtali and my brother Yavin. Please, family, be there. Show your support to the sister and my brother Yavin. Israelite Judite. All right, this is Genesis 17, and I want y'all to listen to this. Verse 1. And when Abram was 90 years old and 9, the Lord appeared to Abram and said unto him, I am the Almighty Elohim. Walk before me and be thou perfect. And I will make my covenant between me and thee, and will multiply thee exceedingly. And Abram fell on his face, and Elohim talked with him, saying, As for me, behold, my covenant is with thee, and thou shalt be a father of many nations. Neither should thy name anymore be called Abram, but thy name should be Abraham. For a father of many nations have I made thee. Now we know this is English, y'all, so we know his name wasn't really called no Abraham. It was in Hebrew. We know that. We know it was Hebrew. We know it was Hebrew. Verse 5, neither should thy name anymore be called Abram, but thy name should be Abraham. For a father of many nations have I made thee, and I will make thee exceedingly fruitful, and I will make nations of thee, and kings shall come out of thee. And I will establish my covenant between me and thee, and thy seed after thee, which is Isaac, in their generation, for an everlasting covenant, to be their power unto thee, and to thy seed after thee. And I will give unto thee, and to thy seed after thee, the land wherein thou art a stranger, all the land of Canaan, for everlasting possession, and I will be their power. And Elohim said unto Abraham, thou should keep my covenant. Therefore thou and thy seed after thee in their generation. This is the covenant. This is my covenant. This is the covenant. This is my covenant, which ye should keep between me and you, and thy seed after thee. Every man child among you should be circumcised, and you should circumcise the flesh of your foreskin, and it should be a token of the covenant betwixt me and you. Now hold up. You make a covenant with Abraham, and you said in the covenant, I'm going to give thee the land of Canaan. That's one. Abraham should have a son. That's Isaac. The circumcised on the 8th day, that established the covenant. I will make thou fruitful. Israel, that happened when Israel was in the land of Egypt. You made them fruitful. And in thy seed shall all nations be blessed. Now, my question to the chat is this. Did all this take place when he made the covenant with Abraham? No. They didn't have the land of Canaan yet. The Canaanites was in the land. Abraham didn't have a son at the time he made the covenant. He didn't circumcise Isaac on the 8th day, but he did Ishmael and everybody who was born in his house. We wasn't made fruitful at that time. You remember that didn't happen until we got into the land of Egypt. And at the time he made this covenant, and in thy seed shall all nations be blessed, Yahshua didn't come at this time right here. So just because you make a covenant don't mean everything in the covenant has to be fulfilled right then and there. It takes time to get to all the fulfillment of a covenant. Just like the covenant in the New Testament, which is the covenant, the New Testament, new covenant. Everything in it has not yet been fulfilled because we are not sinless. Did you know in the book of Daniel, chapter 9, a lot of things were spoken of, but we haven't got to everlasting righteousness, but these things will come. Just give it time. So this is the covenant he made with Abraham. I will give thee the land of Canaan. You're going to have a son, circumcised on the 8th day, make thee fruitful, and in thy seed shall all nations be blessed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 things. And all these things was fulfilled as time went on. Israel did get the land of Canaan. Abraham did have a son. He did circumcise Isaac on the 8th day. Yah did make us fruitful. And Yahshua did come that all nations will be blessed in him. According to faith. According to faith. Okay. One more thing. And then I'll answer any questions y'all may have. Okay. Let's go to the book of Daniel again, and I'm going to chapter 9. And this will be last. And I want to prove that. Listen to what the Lord is telling Daniel, and let's see if everything was fulfilled when he was telling Daniel this. Let's see. This is Daniel chapter 9. And I'm going to pick it up at verse 24. Daniel chapter 9 and verse 24, family. And this will be last. And this will be last. Daniel chapter 9 and verse 24, and this will be last. Let's see how many things is spoken of in verse 24. And it reads, 70 weeks are determined upon thy people and upon thy holy city to finish the transgression, that's 1, and to make an end of sin, that's 2, and to make reconciliation for iniquity, that's 3, and to bring in everlasting righteousness, that's 4, and to seal up the vision and prophecy, that's 5, and to anoint the most holy. Did all these things take place? Do we have everlasting righteousness? Yahshua did his part on the tree, but he will put to bed sin when he gathered the children of Israel, and we should sin against him no more. He will put his laws in our inward parts and give us a circumcised mind, because right now we have an uncircumcised mind, and we will all call upon him with one consent. And I should not have to teach my brother and sister no more. And the sister should not have to teach her brother and sister no more. We shall all know him from the least to the greatest. So y'all see that he's told Daniel a lot of stuff, but we don't have everlasting righteousness right now. He did put an end of sin, meaning his part, by shedding his blood, because now he's not going to keep dying for you. If you sin, you going to die. That's why the wages of sin is death. So I pray somebody got some understanding. You know, I pray somebody got some understanding. Any questions y'all want to ask me, family, please feel free. You know, please feel free. But we are in the new covenant, family. It's just that the part in Jeremiah 31:31, but verse 33 on down has not been fulfilled yet, because when he spoke as us as the house of Israel, that's way beyond I'm going to make a covenant with the house of Israel and the house of Judah. When you get to verse 33, when he said, I'm going to put my laws in that, man, he gathered us. We gathered at that time, family, for him to do that. He said, I'm not going to remember their sins no more. That time hasn't come to pass. It hasn't come to pass, family. So do anybody have any questions? Any questions y'all want to ask, family? Please feel free. I'll be right back, y'all. If anybody got any questions, I'll be right back. Hold up. All right, I'm back, family. Big salute, Positive. My beloved sister, how you doing? My brother, Yay, how you doing? Yeah, I love answering y'all questions, family. That's how we sharpen each other up. That's how we sharpen each other up, family. Like I say, I'm here for the people. I'm here to serve the people. Not be served by the people, but serve the people. And I got my part 6 coming up today, family, at 4:30. The Black Church is nothing but a clown show. I've been getting a lot of comments from Christians, and they sitting up here talking about, why are you doing the only the Black church? Why you not doing nothing on Caucasian people? And why would I do some more Caucasian? I don't care nothing about what Caucasian people doing. I'm trying to wake up my people. Let Caucasian people be in their churches with no rhythm, playing the drums. Let me focus on Israel first. That's what's wrong with y'all. Y'all worry about everybody. Worry about yourself, man. Get yourself right. Because one thing about our people, you hate for somebody to hold up a mirror and show you the stuff that we doing wrong. The Black church, I didn't say the Black churches, so if the shoe fit, put it on. The Black church is a clown show. Watch when you watch part 6 that I'm about to do today. Watch when you listen to what they saying in part 6, and you tell me it's not a clown show. I mean, part 6, man, family. When y'all see part 6 today, I made it longer too. I made it by 40, I think it's 44 minutes of nothing but buffoonery. And they got the audacity to ask me, why you say the black church? Because I'm trying to shine light to my people, man. Come out of these temples made with hands, man. Separate yourself. Part 6 is about to be something else, family. I'm talking about, I put it together yesterday. When y'all see this stuff, man, this is ridiculous, family. And I love my people. I'm not doing this because I'm trying to embarrass the church. I'm holding up a mirror, man. Y'all got to stop playing with the Most High. This man is nothing to play with. His son is nothing to play with. Y'all making yourself look bad in front of the world, dog. They not laughing with you. They laughing at you. That stuff y'all doing, and then y'all rude today. I remember the pastors back in the day, they wasn't disrespectful to the congregation. Y'all up here telling people to get out the church if they don't want to hold up their hand. Y'all cursing in the church. You got women twerking in the church. I mean, you got men falling all over the pews, they pants falling down, showing their drawers. Oh yeah, y'all about to see part 6. Oh, you about to see part 6. It's a clown show. It wasn't even that bad when I was going to church. I got to be honest. Even though I didn't learn nothing in church, even though I didn't feel nothing in church, I must be honest. It wasn't a clown show. Them people was not doing the stuff I see today. They had some integrity, man. They set their behinds in them pews and they listened and focused on the preacher. Even though he grabbed one scripture and spoke for 4 hours, they still was fasting on the preacher. Oh, you asked me a question. How would I explain love? Okay, I got you. I got you right now. Yeah. This is how I will explain love, my brother. This is how your brother K. Judah will explain it. Let's get it right now. I'm going to Matthew chapter 22. And this is how I will explain love. Because I finally understand love. You know, when you're growing up in your household and you hear, I love you, I love you, I love you. But at the same time, people doing you dirty, doing you wrong, stabbing you in the back, speaking ill of you. You know what I'm saying? That's not love. That's not love. If I really love you, I wouldn't hurt you, man. I wouldn't do nothing to sidestep you, bro. If I truly love you, I want to see you get to, you know, meet your potential, your expectations in life that y'all got for you. I'm going to help you get there. That's what real friends do. That's what brothers and sisters do. But if I'm talking about you, gossiping about you, I'm praying against you, and then I turn around and say, I love you. Man, I don't love you, man. That's just 4-letter word. So let's prove what love is according to the Most High and Yahshua. We got people talking about they love their Israelite brothers and sisters, and they scamming them, lying to them, robbing them, causing them to stumble, destroying marriages, slandering people, gossiping, all kind of things. Matthew 22. Okay, here you go. Let me see. I'm going to 30. Okay, here you go. It said, this is Matthew 22. And I'm going to pick it up at verse 34. But when the Pharisees had heard that he had put the Sadducees to silence, they were gathered together. Then one of them, which was a lawyer, asked him a question, tempting him and saying, Master, which is the greatest commandment in the law? Yahshua said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy Elohim with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment. And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Why did I read that? Because if you truly love your Most High Yah, I mean truly love him, you're not going to do nothing to your brothers and sisters that you wouldn't want done to you. And that is the true meaning of love. When you really love Yahshua and the Most High Yah, you would never do a brother or sister wrong, because you know the shame that you're going to feel by doing that when you just say you love Yah. And how can you love Yah who you have not seen and do your brothers and sisters wrong who you see every day? You don't love them and you don't love Yah. So that's why he say love Yah with all your heart, soul, and mind. And the second is like unto it. You should love your neighbor as yourself, because them commandments that he gave us, if you love Yah, you're not going to do anything in that law against your brother and sister. You're going to love them the way you love the Most High, which will keep you in perfect peace with Yah. Perfect peace. That's the true meaning of love. Not them 4-letter words. I love you, but I just slept with your wife. I love you, but I rob you of your money. I love you, but I'm talking about you to somebody else. But when I see you, I'm he-hen and hi-hi and smiling in your face. But I was just talking bad about you. But then they say they love you, though. That ain't love, man. Them just words, bro. Them just words. Love don't offend. Love don't cost money. Love is free. So this let me know a person choose to be a dirt bag. A person choose to have a funky, stanky attitude where you act like the world owe you something, partner, but it don't. Men and women, nobody owe you anything. Pick yourself up by the bootstrap and be the best version in the mirror that you see, that you want other people to see. You want everybody else to do better, but you ain't doing better. You up there looking at yourself in the mirror, know you ain't no good, and gonna go and try to teach somebody something, and you ain't no good. Man, if you don't stop it and be the change you want to see in the mirror and be quiet, yeah, that's the true meaning of love, though, bro. Everybody, yeah. That's why if you look, this your brother K Judah. If you call me on the phone and you try to talk about somebody, I'm gonna shut you down so fast. I don't want to hear you gossip about no brother and sister. Did you go to them? No, I ain't go to them. But what you talking to me for? Click. You gotta make. Listen, family. Even if a person think you nasty and you rude, hang the phone up in their face. You know why? Because you just made a statement just now. I bet they won't call you no more with that foolishness. Man, don't be tiptoeing around people and scared. No, man, be bold and let them know. Hey, don't call me no more with that. Click. I bet they won't call you no more. They're going to have to call somebody else who will sit there and listen to that type of stuff. You shouldn't be talking about nobody behind their back and you ain't go to them. If you going to call me and waste my time, let's talk about the word or something. Don't call me trying to talk about nobody, man. You wasting my time. And you wasting the Lord's time. Nigga, you got breath in you. Nigga, do something with that time instead of talking about somebody. I'm talking to sisters and brothers. You sisters, don't be doing that. Slandering sisters and gossiping. Brothers, don't do that. Slandering brothers and gossiping. Nobody called me about talking about nobody because I didn't already establish it from the door. And the people who didn't try it, they don't call me no more because I established it at the door. Did you go to them? Hey, bro, don't call me and talk to me about no nothing, brother. I don't get down like that, bro. Straight up, don't do it. Because if you can do that to them, you're going to talk about me. Man, I see family don't talk about each other, dog, at all. If we got a problem, we call a family gathering. We don't talk behind each other back. That's why we don't have no problems. Because we come to each other and we work it out that way. Now, we ain't telling you we perfect. What I'm telling you is that we don't talk behind each other back at all. At all, family. That's not something we do. And if we have disagreements, we just talk about it together. And then after that, we laugh about it. Because we're not going to always agree. Like, come on now. We not in the CUC family sitting up here agreeing on everything. No, we are not. Me and Arca have more disagreement. Y'all just don't understand that me and my sister Arca, we don't disagree. Man, we be disagreeing all the time. All the time. That monster be like, here they go fighting again. But I love my sister though. And I love my sister Eve and August Dream and Nama Real and Amina Coleman and Monster Moshe and Abaisi and all y'all in the chat. We not gonna always just be hunky-dory. That's false and foolish, man. No, but guess what? We have true love for each other because not only do we look out for each other, not only do we do nice things for each other to put a smile on each other's face, you won't catch us talking about nobody, and you won't catch us talking about each other. It's just not cool, man. Because you should go to the individual and talk to them. And then if y'all can't work it out, then you can bring in some brothers and sisters to be the voice of reason. And then if they don't want to hear that, man, just leave it alone, man. Just separate yourself. That's all I got to say. Just leave the person alone. He a heretic. Or she is. But let me get out y'all hair, man. That's it, family. Like I say, I love y'all, family, with a pure heart. Positive. Hey, y'all missing out. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all missing out. If y'all don't go to my sister's Positive store, top to bottom, and get some of those products, I can only tell you what I smell, the items that I bought, they smell delicious. You hear me? And you don't got to worry about how the Gentiles, they put all these chemicals and pork and, all this stuff in the ingredients. No, not in her ingredients. All her ingredients is biblical based. Beautiful candles, nice beer oil for men, nice ingredients for the skin, for the face. She gave me a bottle of some ingredients that you wash your face with. You talking about smell good, boy. Support my sister, man. If you don't do nothing else, go to top to bottom and get you some items, man. Support your people. I done did videos on my sister's top to bottom. Go to my short videos and look at all them beautiful items. Packaged well. The labels are beautiful. The candles are big. And it smells quite delicious. Do anybody got any questions before I go? Working on new beer or two. See, look at that. She working on new Positive. Do you got your link? Our sister asking for the link. Yeah, man, her beer all smell good. I got all type of products from my sister. Go to my channel. I got them sitting on the on top of the sink. And I'm gonna buy me some more products. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can get the link. I'll get it right quick. Let me see. Top to bottom. Hold on, family. Let me see. Okay, I got it right here. Here it come. Hold up. No, this is not it. Hold up. Did y'all put it in there? Let me see. Oh, there it go right here. Here it go. www.top2 bottom BOTTUM.com. That's my A. You're gonna be, I'm telling you, you're gonna be pleased. You're gonna be pleased for real. You are going to be pleased with her products. Straight up. My sister is a chemist. All right, since nobody don't have no questions, I want to say big salute to the chat. Big salute to the CUC family. Big salute to the FOPE family and my sister Naphtali. ADUIC. Like I say, Naphtali got allowed tonight with Yavin. The Amorites 400-year captivity. So y'all make sure y'all go and support my sister Naphtali and my brother Yavin. Israelite Judite. Okay, there you go right there. Naphtali, what time y'all going on, my sister? What time you and my brother Israelite Judite going on? Oh, anytime, positive. Thank you. Thank you for your hard work, my sister. Because I know that is not easy making them products. I know that ain't easy. My sister is a chemist. Shout out to my brother Jay. Shout out to Jay, positive husband. Shout out to you, Jay. Big salute, my brother. Brother Jay. I love brother Jay. I haven't met him yet, though, but he got a beautiful spirit, positive, energetic. I love her husband. I love brother Jay, positive. Okay, 8:35. 8:35, family. Naphtali, New School of Thought, with brother Israelite Judite. It's about to go down. And when them two get together, it's about to go down, family. So at 8:35, be there or be square. Oh, you West Coast? And I'm out.
We not CUC, no, or FOPE, no, or ADUIC, neither. They wanna be like us, you know you're not like us. You not HBG, you IUIC, UGOCC. No, you not like us. No, you not like us. All these camps be talking about nothing. Why is they frontin'? They never follow commandments, they jump to assumptions. We spinning facts and they run. They wanna be like us. You not HBG. They wanna talk and debate. We already know you gon' lie in they face. Grown ass men be acting like women, and grown ass women be acting like men. Damn, you wanna be like Glorilla? We all know you never stick to a scripture. I'ma start calling y'all brother Nathan. You worshiping idols with Yahweh depictions. Whoever got ears, yeah, I let them hear it. You talking to God like you don't fear him. You about to get burnt if you not serious. Proverbs 3:7, they must be delirious. Disrespecting the tribe like is you fried? They want smoke like you the most high. Stay off the weed, clear your mind. Don't believe what they say, just believe in Yah. CUC, or FOPE, or ADUIC, neither. They wanna be like us. You know you not like us. You not HBG. You IUIC. UGOCC. No, you not like us. Shout out to K Judah. He the one keeping it real. Y'all run away from my daddy. You acting like he pulling up with a steel. He tryna feed y'all knowledge. You don't wanna eat, you don't want a meal. Y'all be Deuteronomy 28, 48. Y'all still in the field. Y'all be deceivers for real. How you gonna lie to your people and act like you keeping the truth concealed? It's about time that y'all wake up. I've been reading Ezekiel 1 through 3 for real. On the mic since 3 for real. Stop trying to be like us. Not CUC, or FOPE, or ADUIC, neither. They wanna be like us. You know you not like us. You not HBG. You IUIC. UGOCC. No, you not like us.
In the words of my beloved sister August Dreams, thank y'all for coming to the Lion's Den with the CUC family, the FOPE family, and the ADUIC family. And now all my beloved brothers and sisters in the chat. Let's get it. And your brother K Judah wanna say shalom and shout out to the Honey Badger gang. Big salute, family.